My name is Asif. I'm the National Technology Officer for Microsoft. So my portfolio covers everything around new technologies and making sure that we get the messaging and the awareness out. But also from a national technology perspective is to make sure that we're working with regulators, organizations to help them adopt technology faster. So today we basically at this exhibition doing exactly that. We announced a solution called FarmBeats, and that's going to help enable us to do more precision farming or more smart farming for farmers and providing them with a solution that really scales across the organization. But when we look at the challenges and issues today when it comes to farming and the challenges that we have as the planet, the prediction is between now and 2050, there will be around 9.5 billion people on this planet. So with a very limited amount of arable land, we need to get more smarter about how we're going to farm going into the future. So the opportunity of providing this kind of technology using artificial intelligence as part of the platform is really what we believe is one of the answers to solving some of the challenges around food security for the future. By farming smarter, using the resources you have available much better and more economically to actually ensure future productivity. There's a number of interests that we've already seen during this conference alone. Because the platform was just announced publicly about a week ago, we will only start now engaging seriously with customers around more deeper engagements. Up to now, we've had a lot of discussions from an adoption perspective, a skilling perspective, and understanding some of the ecosystems. So our solution in its own doesn't just bring together Microsoft, but also brings together a vast array of our ecosystem of partners that contribute towards the success of a project. So we're really just kicking that off now. And already we're seeing a lot of customers wanting to embark on pilots, on projects that's going to help give them a bit of a sense of how to bring this together. It's a very exciting time now. I think it's, who knows what the future is going to look like. What we know it's going to be is very accelerated. So where we are today is really only the tip of the iceberg of what we're able to bring to the party. Bringing together our ecosystem of partners together with all the open development that will happen on the platform. I think so this thing's potential is big, significant in terms of what is still going to happen on the platform. And I think so what happens in the space of innovation really is exactly that, is the ability to continue to develop on something. As long as you're able to develop and evolve the development, you'll start to get to where you need to. But obviously, what's important today is about developing responsibly. AI, we've seen issues around biases that have been created around AI. So responsibly developing AI is a very important aspect of how that goes forward. And that will be a lot of focus that we will be placing on the platform when we go forward, including security. It's a very important part because customers will now entrust us with their data. Very important, valuable resources like data needs to be protected against hacking, against many other intrusions that one sees today. And then the most important part is also the regulation around how data is managed, how data is handled, and we want to make sure that we protect against that. So what we're developing is not just a tool or a platform, it's really an entire ecosystem to bring together all of these things around regulation, security, and developing a responsibility or responsibly the AI that goes behind that. It's the future. Our future depends on food security. Our future depends on being able to have water and food to survive. So this area is not just a nice to have anymore. Technology is playing a very important role in hopefully securing that future for us. So again, it's almost like starting now. But I would say that as much as farming is a very mature industry, I think it's around 14,000 years old already, very mature, people understand the business well. There's a lot of intelligence already in farming today. But it's about bringing together technology and innovation, because what's happening today and what's changing today is very different from what happened in the past. So for a long time we had a very stable climate, very stable economies. Today, take the economy together with the weather and all of the other conditions, those are changing the factors around how farming and how farmers are able to adapt to the change. So you have a lot more things happening now that you need to take into consideration. So all the years of experience of farming, so what we call the human ingenuity, together with artificial intelligence, brings together what we potentially need to solve for future problems. So when you say what's the future look like, we think that together we can solve that challenge and hopefully build a stronger future and guarantee a stronger future for us.